Well, as a father, or for that matter, any parent, we'd like to think our daughters will be daddy or mommy's little girl forever, but then comes adolescent and that impressionable time where hormones and the influence of peers and media take over. And what's troublesome is that over the last 10 years, there's been an escalation in the sexualization of young girls, according to some research professionals. There's even an organization now dedicated to battling the issue in today's media and marketing practices. So what can parents do at home to keep their kids, girls and boys, from becoming too grown up too soon? Tampa Bay Parenting Magazine editor Angela Ardolino is here with a little advice. Thanks for joining us again.
Absolutely.
I guess the first thing you say is don't buy into the hype, all the clothes, all the makeup.
Don't buy it. And the easiest thing I find is set the rules before they become the tween age, meaning you decide when will they get a cell phone, what do they wear, how will they spend their allowance. You decide those rules ahead of time and they're in place, then they expect it. Okay, well, I'm not going to get my cell phone till I'm 14, and that's if my grades are good, or I don't get to go spend my allowance or get an allowance until I, reach these goals. So it's very important. Whatever we want as parents is what should be established and what we should do, not the media. The media, schools, peers should not be parenting our children. We should be doing it.
Yeah, they're not always the best role models, the ones you see on TV.
No,
and those role models really should be at home.
Not only should they be at home, but we should be helping them, expose them to good role models from books or TVs or other movies besides maybe just what they're seeing. And even in the entertainment industry, we compare a Miley Cyrus to a Taylor Swift. Well, Taylor Swift isn't doing all that, so she might be a better role model than a Miley Cyrus or somebody else. So there's always good people out there, and finding out who those good people are is important. I think the most important thing that we need to teach our girls is that they get attention for their talents, for what they're good at, not the way they look, not the way they dress. And as a parent, it's very easy to go take your girls out and go shopping with them. And if you don't like something that they picked out, which I love to let them pick out, they'll surprise you. They actually won't do as bad as you think they'll do. And then explain to them, well, the reason you can't get that skirt is that it's too short. You realize when you sit down that your butt's going to be touching the seat. Or people may judge you or think you're a certain way because you're dressing a certain way. And you shouldn't do that. It should be what you believe you are in, how you want to represent yourself. And if they're secure and have good self-esteem and realize they should get attention from their talents and not the way they look and the way they dress, that's the most important lesson you could teach.
And you had an interesting statistic we were talking about off the air. And then this might come up too in conversations when you're out shopping. But Mom, I've got my own money.
Right. It was 8 to 12-year-olds spend $10.7 billion. Tweens.
Billion.
Kids. So we're the ones that control that money. So if you don't like what they buy, then there needs to be a consequence to that. It's just very important for them to explain to their kids why they should and shouldn't do anything instead of just saying, no, I don't like that.
Right.
So that's what's most important.
Good advice. Thank
you,
Angela.
why.
Appreciate it. Yeah, I'll be back again next week. We're going to discuss another important topic, sexting with your children. If you missed any of those points or you want to share info with other parents, just go to abcactionnews.com. You can also find help with a variety of parenting issues on the Tampa Bay Parenting website. That's tvparenting.com. And while you're there, you can sign up for a subscription to Tampa Bay Parenting Magazine.
All right, thanks, guys.